you doing?
I know, right? Almost a million
Yeah, you
power.
should have
Well, let me show you what you need to do.
did them dirty.
So goodbye for us. You have to say it, baby. And us and Texacles. You wanna try, baby.
First up, we got Antman. One cost, one power. Potentially a one cost, five power. If your side of the location is full, this is pretty much like icing on top of the cake. This card can be used at any location. As long as it's full, you get the full effects and it works well with everything. Not essential, but great to have. Coming in at number 2, we got Ravonna Renslayer. 2 cost, 2 power. Makes all cards that have 1 less power cost 1 less. So as far as power goes, pretty weak, but makes up for it with cheap cost and powerful effect. Her effect is going to be used to bring down the cost of Iron Man and Mystiq. That's really her only job. And number 3, we got Grandmaster. 2 cost, 3 power. Move one of your other own reveal cards to the middle location. That reveal ability happens again. We only need this card for Jubilee, which I'll discuss later. In some cases, extreme cases, which I'll also discuss in a minute, Magik. But ideally, we want to pair it with Jubilee. Coming in at number 4, we got Mystiq, the super shapeshifter herself. 3 cost, 0 power. If the last card you play has ongoing, she copies the text, so now you basically have 2 of the same ongoing card. She is super versatile in this deck, pretty much plays the semi-essential role. You don't necessarily need her, but you definitely want her for maximum effect. She can be played with 8 out of 12 cards in this deck, but we don't want to pair her with just anything. We want to potentially play her after Iron Man or Onslaught, preferably Onslaught, for the maximum absolute effect. I'll demonstrate why later on, but in a tight spot or a tricky game, you can get creative and use her with just about anybody. She allows you to use your brain a little if need be. Next up, we got Miss Magik. 3 cost, 2 power. Replace this location with limbo. Doesn't work after turn 5. This is a game changer, figuratively and literally speaking. She allows you to create a 7th turn, so if you get off to a slow start, like when the game has you drawing everything you cannot use or don't need in the beginning, she gives you time to get things back on the right track. Also, if you have less than favorable locations, yeah, they'll do it to you. Trust me. She can give you the opportunity to create an opportunity for yourself. She is an independent, not needing anything or anyone to be successful. However, in extreme cases where you have multiple less favorable locations, pair her with Grandmaster. He will open up 2 locations and you will allow to get the game back and potentially win. But remember, after turn 5, she can't be played, so keep that in mind. And if you can't play her till turn 5, chances are you should have retreated 2 turns ago. Coming in at number 6 is the super soldier we all know and love. Yep, you guessed it, Captin America. 3 cost, 3 power. Your other ongoing cards here have +2 power. So just like in the comics and the movies, this is an all-American, well-rounded, coming clutch type of card. Works well anywhere it's played, and it's one of those non-essentials that can end up being essentially the only thing standing between you and a victory. Gives you the extra little push you need to conquer your opponents. Coming in at number 7, we got the Jammer, the Sparkler, Jubilee. Add the top card of your deck to this location. Jubilee is only to be played on the left and right locations because we're going to play Grandmaster right after that and get the effect twice. Sometimes she'll pull Grandmaster herself, which will give you the effect twice, which is going to allow for us to potentially get every card out of the deck and onto the field. In some extremely favorable cases, we will play her in the middle, such as if you only have 1 card left, so you know what she's going to bring out, or we end up with the location Kamar Taj. I think I said that right. If you absolutely have no choice but to play her in the middle, then 9 times out of 10, you need to retreat. But sometimes she'll come in clutch, so do so at your own risk. And coming in at number 8, we got Omega Red. 4 cost 5 power. This is new. Omega Red used to be a 4 cost 1 power, but as you know, Marvel Snap developers love to keep things interesting by changing things completely, helping and destroying players' pre-made decks on the regular. Omega Red is non-essential, but however, in this case, if you need to gain priority fast, Omega Red will give you the extra push to gain priority and get your combo out before something crazy like a late Echo or an Alliance happens. But if you see an Entrances not telling you what to do, but depending on what she take away, you cook. Go ahead and retreat. Coming in at number 9, you got the genius arms dealer billionaire himself. At a 5 cost 0 power, your total power here is double. Assuming you have Ravonna Renslayer on the board, this is a 4 cost 0 power, and if you're lucky enough to get Sera out, it becomes a 3. And if you drop an Onslaught, it gets even better, becomes a 2, sometimes a 1. This is going to be an essential card for victory in this deck. While Iron Man is like Captain America good wherever he is played, you don't want to drop this anywhere. You want to drop this right after Onslaught and Mystiq for a maximum emotional damage. In some cases though, if things don't go as planned, you can pretty much drop this anywhere to match with anything to help secure success. But don't wait too late, could turn into a failure. Coming in at number 10, we got the bold and the beautiful Sera. 5 cost 4 power. Cards in your hand cost 1 less with minimum 1 cost, meaning she cannot make a card a 0, but she can definitely make it a hero by reducing its cost by 1, and if played after Onslaught, she reduced every card in the deck by 2. She makes great because she affects every last single card in the deck, no matter the card's cost, power, or effect. She is doing God's work with the level of charity she gives to making every card better than what it was. And at number 11, we got Onslaught, pure power. 6 cost 7 power, doubles your other ongoing effects here. This is another essential and versatile card that can be paired with 8 out of 12 cards in the deck. But you don't want to pair this with any card. You definitely want Onslaught standing next to Iron Man to get as much power as possible. However, standing next to Sera will also allow you to take over most battles because everything will be so cheap, you'll be able to play pretty much anything, anywhere. And last but not least, the most essential card to this deck, we got the Living Tribunal. Split your total power evenly among all locations. And get this, what it doesn't read is if the power can't be split evenly, you guessed it, this card will definitely round up, letting you cheat a few points. Don't tell anybody I told you that. We've been talking so much about power and combos this entire time. This card has to be played absolutely, but it can be played anywhere. It doesn't matter where you play it. The sooner you get this out, the better to distribute that power. Okay, now that you've seen what we needed, I'm finna show you how to use it.
So goodbye for us. You have to say it, baby. And us and Texas. You wanna try, baby. I know you can. I know your heart, and you will figure out. You love me now, 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 now. You know I gotta leave. You love me now, 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 now. You know I gotta leave.
Don't play a card, play anything. Oh, you should have left. 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 There you go.
Figure out you love me now, now.
Yeah, you should have did them dirty, and that's what you needed right there. If you found this video helpful and for some reason you give us, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Hell, share it. Or don't. Who gives a